How you doing? Chef Lou here from Chef Lou's Army, and we're just talking here with my friend Jeremy
Margolis.
Margolis, a local restaurateur here in Monmouth County, amongst other things. But we're going to talk about how we met right now, and that's through the organization of Chef Lou's Army. So, if you have a minute or two, let's talk about that.
Well, thank you for having me
Yeah.
this morning. It was a pretty easy introduction. I complimented on what you were doing during COVID.
Oh yeah, so let's back that up. So that's when we met. Imagine this is almost 4 years ago now.
Yeah.
COVID.
You,
We're coming up on 4 years.
Lou was giving out meals to people that needed them, and he was
Well,
feeding.
we were doing the live broadcast of. I was doing the Captain's Log, and you were commenting on it. And every day I was doing Captain's Log, and I think we got up to a couple hundred days. And and when it first came,
And we didn't know each other.
No.
I just saw the captain's log, and I complimented on what he was doing, giving meals to the hospitals, to firefighters, police officers, everybody that needed it, and anybody just need to be fed.
Yeah. So that's actually what I'm going to talk about is when COVID happened, we had to make a decision at the restaurant.
At many restaurants.
At many restaurants, just like it was the number at one point was 100,000 restaurants were closed.
That had to change their
or closed down. And
they
what
had
we
to
did,
figure out how to make money.
yeah, what we did was on March, I never forget it. It was like March 16th, 2020.
Okay.
I'm laying on the floor in my restaurant, staring at the ceiling, going, "Oh my goodness, what am I going to do?" And I happened to look over on the counter, and I saw a bottle of sanitizer. I'm like, "Yeah, I have like 25 more bottles. I'm sure they're going to be worth gold," right? So I cleared out the windows at the front. I put all the tables up to the window, and I just put all my cleaning supplies there. And I couldn't believe the response.
People wanted to buy them.
Yeah, they wanted to buy them. They just,
Amazing.
can I get that sanitizer? And I'm like, I had put gloves out, and I'm like, okay. So then I ordered the next day, and then I'm like, well, why can't I serve asparagus? I can't get asparagus to people, heads of lettuce.
But people thought that was the end of the world.
Yeah,
You could get food.
they weren't going anywhere to get food. So I created this with my wife, who, God bless her, I put her under the pressure. It was immense. But we were loading our online ability to order things.
You got an
an
online store.
So
Selling anything.
Yeah, so we became like a supermarket, an online supermarket.
Totally a supermarket.
Yeah.
That's what happened. You reached out to your fans and your people on social. Does anyone know anybody in the equipment business? And everybody wrote back. Jeremy just complimented you. He's the equipment guy.
Yeah.
And that's how it started. I came down and saw you the following day. Within 24 hours, you built the market.
Exactly, and that's why partly why we'll talk about that is why we're so successful today is the reach that you have. And he saw the need, he saw what was going on, and gave me a great price on refrigerators, deli case, bread box,
We set up a market.
freezers. We set up a market.
We set up a market in your dining room.
In 36 hours.
It was pretty crazy.
In 36 hours, we had the ability. We looked like a 20,000 square foot supermarket.
We even did gondola like your supermarket shelving down the middle of the.
We had private private shopping where people would.
People were coming in. They were scheduling
privately.
the time to come get it.
Yeah. So we had to adapt, and we did, and you helped me do that through Beast Equipment, and.
We did it for many people, but yours was a good project because we were also helping people together. Because once I found out what you were doing, I wanted to be involved.
Right, and you did. You got involved. We actually together sent some meals to the hospital, a couple hospitals,
Jersey Shore.
Yeah, and that was a fabulous feeling to be a part of something good and something when it was something so bad. I mean, when you think back 4 years ago, think of how lunatic.
Listen,
it was
I started my business only about 8 months before that.
Yeah.
And me and my wife took a leap and went on our own, and with very minimal money, and we closed down.
Yeah.
I let everybody go home on a Friday, and I said, I don't know when I'm going to see you again.
Yeah.
And the phone started ringing Monday.
Yeah.
People that wanted to, they took advantage of being closed. You took advantage and went after business. These people took advantage of remodeling, fixing equipment they needed, and
I had people reaching out to me from California, like, "Can you send me a case of toilet paper?"
wow.
I'm like, the shipping alone is going to be crazy.
We'll
Like,
take
I will take it. I mean, that's insane. How the panic kind of set in, and but we were there. We were there, and I understood. But we were there for everybody, and that helped. That helped kick off.
But people jumped onto you too. You had a lot of your customers calling up and saying, "Here's $100, feed people."
Yeah, so that's exactly my point. Is like we were going online and we were doing the whole social thing, and people wanted to support, just like you did, but they did it in their own way. So we were helping out. We were making boxes of food, like for $50. It had 4 steaks in it.
It had full meals for
milk,
a family. It was great.
Butter. It was there was just a nice like a box of
but
goodies.
it was also just the essentials. It was what people you weren't sending. There wasn't people looking for lobster tails and filet mignons.
No, but we put chocolate chip cookies in there.
We made sure that people were eating and they were still smiling.
So then there were people reaching out saying, "I can't get to my mom. Can you get to her?" So we, okay,
no problem.
And then the calls were coming in. Can we donate $200 to the hospital? Because we were matching it as a restaurant. So that was one of our social posts. Was like, hey, send some money, we'll match it, and then we'll send it to the hospital.
Lou, interrupt for a second. That not many people realize we're not superheroes and we're not untouchable either. We were also dealing with people around us getting sick.
Yeah.
Our cooks, our drivers, my team, your team. So we weren't only feeding people, us getting sick. Whoever,
Fortunately, I never did.
I didn't either.
Fortunately, but I know a lot of people who did, and we
Maybe
kept
there's
it
a
very
reason
small.
Someone watched over us.
Yeah. We kept it small, but we started matching meals that were donated, and then it got crazy. It got too much, where we actually had to. I had a good friend of mine. A lifelong friend says, "Look, you got to separate this from your business. You got to create an organization." So we went through the channels and everything to clean it up and make sure that, because when there was some time between the inception and we want it to be
we just wanted to take care of things.
Yeah, you want it to be good. And which we are. We've gone through a federal audit already, and they love us. So we feel proud about that. We've gotten funding from big organizations like Robert Wood Johnson. The Robert Wood Johnson Foundation wrote us a huge check. Ocean First. So people that want to support, and our books are wide open. And when they see is that 99% of the money that comes in goes right back out to the community.
Plus more.
I mean, it does cost us on the back end some things, but you never recover. But
it is what it is. To have a guy do a little extra work to support the need, it's worth it.
Right. So it brought us. We got ourselves through COVID, and then when the restaurants opened up, we had a whole different slew of problems.
Going back to the restaurant, we had to change back.
Yeah.
Plumbing issues.
Yeah.
Leaks, drains. You have to put your building back together after we did one thing and put it back to something else.
Yeah, I had zoning problems with.
Of course you did, because we thought we were just helping the need.
Yeah.
We didn't think about all the other issues of building a restaurant, building a market.
Right.
We just did it.
Yeah.
We took care of the problems at hand.
But it was definitely well worth it, and for a couple of years, we were part of many programs. We've helped many people. Along with your help, we did Sustain and Serve with State of New Jersey. We helped multiple restaurants sustain. There's hungry people everywhere.
All the time.
There's restaurants everywhere.
It's unbelievable how many people are still
easy
hungry.
solution. It's an easy solution. Fortunately, Monmouth and Ocean County, you do see some big players that try to snuff out.
They always want to step up.
Yeah, but there are still these. Right in your face. For so long, I had my blinders on. I'm worried about my family. I got to take care of, A, B, and C, so that they're, and you don't see what's going on around you. And until this unveiled itself, but now I can see it. When we were at the community centers in Toms River or Asbury or Lakewood, the desperation in the eyes. it's sad, and it's I'm glad that we can be a part of the reason it comes to a halt, or we can get it stopped with the help of so many people in Ocean and Monmouth County that want to do good.
It was amazing how many more people like myself that just reached out to you, right? Just said, hey, you know what? I'll do something.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. I know you had a lot of restaurants, the diner in Tom's River, Joe.
Yeah, Joe Palmisano stepped up big. James Costello
you had
stepped
a
up
lot
big.
of mutual customers and friends of yours that just offered their kitchen. They offered their trucks, their
I had
men,
people
their
delivery
workers,
just wanted to come in and do good things.
Yep.
And it was very important. So that's how we got Chef Lou's Army formed. And now we have a responsibility. We actually have a brick and mortar now.
Down in Mount
it's in Beechwood. And that's our headquarters. And we're able to do our meetings there. It's like a resource center. Some people can get help there or give help there. And
they can donate their time.
Yep. Jeremy donated 2 refrigerators for that establishment.
And that's going to be for meals that people need. People, if someone needs to just eat, they can come by.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's so hard to ask for food.
Of course.
Where are you in your life if you have to ask for a meal? It's tough for people. We have application. There's online. There QR codes. You can come. You can contact us. We have a rapid response program where if you're there's so many ways to get assistance from us. That's why it's important you go to cheflousarmy.org and check us out and see everything that we have and offer, whether it's clothing, housing. We have cancer assistance. We have help with paying your utilities. There's resources that we have access to that just need to be. You just need to just see what's out there
and let everybody know if they feel slighted or whatever to reach out to the organization. They can DM any of us. They can any way you want to get to us, and we'll get it to the Army.
Yeah. So it's important you take a look at cheflousarmy.org and see all the different programs that we do offer. It's important, but
it's unbelievable how much you do for the community on a daily basis and run a successful, beautiful restaurant.
I could tell you I appreciate that, but I was inspired by a gentleman who's going to be on our show in a couple weeks. And when I was younger, growing up, I was watching what he was doing. I'm like, how is he able to do all this? And now I understand, because the goodness that you feel is the energy source to keep it, to have you able to do that.
It's motivating.
Yeah. So we'll have Joe Leone on in a couple weeks, and we'll tell our story. We go back to 1991, him and I. So it's a long way. But I'm here with you, and let's talk a little bit about you.
Beast Equipment.
Well, that's not just it. Apparently, let me read this long list. You're quite the restaurateur. So Beast Equipment. You have a service.
It's a new end of our Beast Equipment. It's called Rest 911. That is ran by one of my salesmen and his employee. Hector and Conrad run that part of the company, and then we have Rocco's Pizza, which.
Yep.
Rocco's gives back to the rescues and the canine police and any type of animal. My wife is
she's a big dog lover,
whisperer.
right?
She's the dog whisperer. So my wife is from Milano, Italy.
Love listening to her talk.
She's a lawyer. We met I sold her equipment for her gelato store that now it's still hers. That's her passion. She won Best Gelato in the country 4 years ago at the New York Restaurant Show, right as COVID was hitting. So she didn't get the publicity she deserved, but it was great. We bought a pizza place that was a dying disaster in Bradley Beach that I grew up on the weekends and the summers with my father. 55 years he owned an auto parts store in Bradley. So I used to go to this pizzeria all the time, and I walked in during COVID. I think you would agree with me. During COVID, a lot of people that probably should have closed before used it as an excuse. And this was one of them. And because of my equipment business, I went in, I offered him just to buy the equipment that he had. And then we made it as beautiful as
I've had the pizza. It's delicious.
Rocco's our family dog. Portnoy will be there soon.
We
did a big thing with Portnoy. We just
Yeah.
Beast Equipment gave all the equipment for.
Yeah, you see that? You guys catch that? When Dave Portnoy was in, I think he was in the Queens?
No, it was in Coney Island,
Island?
at the stadium, the Cyclone Stadium.
This guy had like, I don't know, 40 pizza ovens.
Peter Grippo from Brooklyn Square. Peter put me on with him, and it was amazing. I had 35 pizza ovens, 60 refrigerators and freezers. We had 50 tents. We had.
It's amazing.
During a major storm.
Yeah, it was terrible
I kept
weather.
35 ovens thanks to Maliki. Also, Maliki helped us out. His team was unbelievable. They stepped in and helped us with our service. We kept all this equipment running, and it was awesome. We spent the whole day with Dave. Mo Mozzarella was there. All these local.
But the power of what he was able to do is the reason why the Army is so strong. He just actually showed me the truck he just finished building. It's unbelievable. It
26-foot trailer.
It's you can't even wait till you see it.
It'll have Chef Lou's Army on the side. Yeah. It's something added to his team that if they need to go feed 1,000 people or 5,000,
20,000,
it doesn't matter.
Give us a couple days. And that's the power.
A couple days is nice. If it needs to be done, we do it.
Yeah.
Call us an hour before. We'll get it out there.
Just like the Army stepped up when we had the big fire this summer.
Yes.
And all those firemen, Army put together a bunch of meals and sent them out.
My history goes back to Steve Levine from the Windmill, who I
worked
for a long time. And
great man, Steve Levine of the Windmill.
He would pull me out of his. I'd be working at one of his stores, and he would say, "Come on, we got to go." 9/11 hit. He had me on the street in front of the tunnel with a 4-foot hot dog grill, serving FBI agents, firemen, police for free.
He steps up all the time.
Anything, him and his family I've learned more from them about giving back than anyone. And he has since retired, and his family's retired. Him and his sister have sold the company, and we still do. I'm doing this week with a Christmas event that we do all over the state, that we go to different centers and we feed these people. And now we do it through Rocco, so he's paid it forward now to me, and he's letting me help the community. So, but he's behind me all the time, and he's great. He's
great. No,
he's got a good passion, and he's always
You're at
with
the Stone Pony.
So we're at the Stone Pony now. We have a booth there. My wife does all the backstage catering for there for the outdoor stage. So we have Rocco's. We now have Hot Bagels, Belmar's finest, right down the street from here. It was Belmar Bagel Cafe for a long time. Same thing. I went in to buy the equipment. I said, "You have a great little spot here. 19 years." My wife.
You're an inside. You got an inside track on all these.
It is a good thing. Same thing. We have
insider trading. The restaurant trading.
Similar to that. And then we have the Lola up in Hoboken.
Yeah.
Now we have a partner in.
That's a bar.
That's a bar, restaurant,
place.
Nightclub. It's a boozy brunch place.
How's the chef there? Good.
Chef is great.
Yeah.
Very good guy.
I got to check it out.
Everything's wonderful there. It's a fun place. Saturday and Sundays, you're going there. They turn the music on loud.
Neighborhood kind of.
It's right on Frank Sinatra Drive. Nice. Seats about 125 people. We do private parties. We have you can order a mimosa set up, juice, your vodkas, everything, and it comes in ice bins right at your table. Nice. You make them yourself. So we have a great setup there. We have a wonderful partner, John Sullivan, who owns many restaurants around the country. He's another great restaurateur. But I've surrounded myself with people to learn from, including yourself, Wingman, who's helped me tremendously.
He'll be on soon.
But
Tommy Marabella, he's made all this possible for us too.
He took my hand from day one, and I don't know the first thing about social and doing what you guys do, getting your name out and the reach to people that how we met.
It's changed.
It's a lot because of him and his team.
Listen, the digital game saved my restaurant. It saved my restaurant. You had to be out there, and people don't adapt. If you don't adapt, you'll die.
I agree that Beast was, again, like I said, we were dead in the water. And from my social media posts of selling used and new equipment, that Monday, when we closed down that Friday, Monday the phone started ringing, all from social media. People were home. They were just surfing the web and looking on social. Oh, he's got a bakery case. I'll take it. That was our first sale during COVID was a 4-foot bakery case to a guy out in Philly. I said, "You sure you don't mind that my guys are going to come? Don't wear masks." He goes, "Oh, it's all good. You know, we got to get it done."
Yeah.
And then I got to pay a lot of thank you to Jason and his wife from Luigi's Pizza in Lincroft. He said the same thing like many restaurant owners did. Hey, let's fix this place while we're closed. And we came in. He's like, "Jared, we got to do the tile. We got to do this." So I said, "Yeah, sure, we do tile." I didn't know how to do tile, but we did it. We changed pizza ovens. We changed his kitchen, and I really thank him a lot because he gave me a big push when I was down and out. I was scared to death. I have this new family, pennies in the bank, because now I started this new business, and Jason gave me a good push in the beginning, and then it just rolled from there. And then I started social media every day. I'm on there pushing, meeting people like you and all these people around me.
Do you know I do for my restaurant where we're at? We go live. We do a live shot from within the kitchen.
We watch it all the time.
Right.
Very entertaining.
So that alone brings. I have people. I fortunately have a hotel, like a beautiful place to stay upstairs. It's an inn. And I have people flying in, people driving in
to come see what's going on.
Staying a couple days, eating our because we're open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
You have the breakfast. You have a wonderful breakfast.
Yeah, I have Blend on Main in Manasquan, and I have the Peach Pit Cafe, and it's right there on Main Street. And social media, like I said, it saved
Big
us.
thing.
You know, you got to embrace it. And this, Wingman, a big part of it. Of his business building.
Again, I don't know anything. I'm not up to date with it. So I text Tom at 5 a.m. on a regular.
Do you have an accountant?
Do I have an accountant?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
You have a lawyer?
Of course.
You need a wingman. You know what I mean?
doubt.
You need a wingman. It's a business expense because that's the way business.
But he does everything. He's there for making my shirts, making my hats, making my menus, getting my website set up. Yeah, but it's part of what you need in this day and age to move forward.
Yep.
It's and there's still the old stuff too. The billboards. He sometimes laughs at what I want to do, but I keep my old
print is dead. But you know what? I like the billboard idea. It's a.
Print is dead, but I still like to get out to the community. I have to go give a menu out to someone.
Yeah.
I don't want to just walk in and say, "Hey, scan my code."
Right.
Give them something. You leave them with something, even if 50% of people throw it away. So
what I do is I use digital. I'll sell them. I'll send you. I'm going to give you an inside trick here right now. I'm going to give you a little insider. I have a big mail list, so I'll send out 5,000 free chicken dinners. Free chicken dinner. You come in, 5,000 of them. Okay, 20% might open. 25%, sometimes I get 30%.
It's a big numbers game.
Right. So now they open it at 32% or 20%. How many of those people are actually going to come? Right.
10%.
Great. Let them come because they're not coming alone. They're bringing other
somebody
people.
else, and they're going to buy something.
And then I give it a time frame. So now that time frame, that 1 month time frame, right? Now I shrink it into a specific days. So now I'm fixing those days with that, call it $10 a person. So now I know I didn't pay $4,000, $7,000, $9,000 to go in the ad in the newspaper and hope people came in. When that person came in, $10 it cost me. So now when 50 people came in, so what I do is that's their discount.
I got an idea.
So then wait, hold on. I got to tell you, it gets better. It gets better. So now they come back. They love it. They come and I have the chicken. When they come, I say, thanks for trying that chicken. Here's a lamb dish for the next time you're in. And I give that a time limit. So now that forces 2 visits. And the lamb dish is I'm not going to say it's lamb chops. It's a lamb burger. You know what I mean? It's a nice lamb loaf. It's like a lamb meatloaf with mushrooms, mashed potato. It's not going to cost me $22 to put on the plate, but I get another visit, and they're not coming alone.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to use this new digital world right here. December 1st to December 7th at Rocco's, you get a free slice of pizza if you watch this and mention this.
Look at that. Free slice.
Or December 1st to December 7th, you get a free bagel with cream cheese or butter if you mention this. So you mentioned this podcast that you saw
I know
us.
I'm coming. These bagels are delicious.
There's your bagel.
You ever have a flagel? This is my first time having a flagel.
Flat bagels. Big sellers.
Good stuff. What's next for you?
We actually are, we'll let you a big secret. So we're reopening a place called Whipped in Red Bank with a friend of ours, Erica Lieberman and Nick Neapolitano, that owned Whipped for a long time. They moved, they rebranded and made it C'est La Vie on Mama Street. And my wife always wanted a gelato store in Red Bank. So we teamed up with them, and we're going to do crepes and gelato in the old Whipped location because they had a salad place there that they're going to relocate to their pizza place. They have a few things going on also. So probably will be open in the next 3 to 4 weeks. And it's going to be Whipped. It's going to be rebranded as Whipped. My wife and Erica will be running it, and Monica's Gelato now will be in Monmouth County. Right now we make it in Cape May, where our laboratory is, and she brings it around to
laboratory. I like it.
It is a laboratory. It's a
listen.
chemical
So
balance.
many are going out, and you're going in. I love that.
Listen, if I can keep the cost low, go in inexpensive, and spend it on advertising and getting the name out that
But
way.
you have a good product.
We have a wonderful
you can't
product
put turd on a
in
plate.
all our locations. We have a great product,
Yeah.
and that's what we spend.
But you
our
can't
money
cook.
on. Cook. I barely can boil
Yeah,
water.
you can't cook. This guy can't make a bagel, but he serves the best bagels. He's got great pizza.
You have to find the right people.
He's got the
Like
right
you
people.
We're just
Exactly.
complimenting your chef, who's
Chef Cesar,
he's
the
doing.
best.
Look, I'm in 15, 20 restaurants a day. He's doing a great job.
Yeah.
He's fabulous.
I love to hear that. Actually, he was just giving my chef big compliments on how he keeps the place. And I know
Restaurants are hard to keep clean.
I have a little OCD, and he fits right in. It's perfect.
He's doing a great job. Good for you. But it comes with good training, right?
Yeah, he came to me a long time ago, and he's been with me a long time. I really don't have a lot of turnover. How about you?
Not at all, especially in Beast. All I do is have added people. We've started with me and my
Good
wife.
guys.
We had me, my wife, and my uncle Mark. He's my office manager now. But pretty much that was the three of us. I then got Hector Martinez, who was in the industry for about 15 years.
Yeah.
He decided to make a change.
You got good guys over there.
So
they
now
built
we have
my kitchen.
We have 4 salesmen. I'm sorry. We have about 6 guys on the road every day, and Beast has been phenomenal. I thank God every day that it's trucking along, and we're a fully national company. I just got back a few hours ago from Fort Lauderdale. I have 3 projects going on there. We're building Asbury Ale House there.
And he's with us here today. That's
got
great.
off the plane at midnight last night, and here we are at 6 in the morning.
He's churning. You're the mouse in the bucket that makes it out.
Got to get it done, man.
You churn the butter. You churn the cream to make butter and crawl out.
The restaurant was my first passion. I never knew I was going to sell equipment. I had no idea this was going to happen to what it turned into either. And I worked with a great company before. I started in the industry with one of my competition, and I learned a little bit there. And then I went to another competition, learned a little there.
Hit
and
the
then
ground running.
Yeah, and then
ground running.
Best Buy Auctions. I was with 6, 7 years. I learned a lot from Joe. I learned a ton of the business, and that business is hard because restaurant owners want to buy something cheap and they want it to work like a new piece of equipment. It's very difficult.
Me too. I've had to apologize to this.
So I've made a change, and now we sell probably 80% new, 20% used, and that's why I started the service company to let them rebuild my used equipment. Mm-hmm. And I have to handpick the used equipment. I can't sell something that should die.
I understand. So. Well, if you guys are building a restaurant or selling a restaurant, this guy will take your stuff or get your stuff. I know he's helping me with another project I have going. Again, Rocco's, the gelato in Chone Gelato.
It's Monica's last name.
Chone Gelato. And the Lola in Hoboken.
And Hot Bagels in Belmar.
And Hot Bagels in Belmar. You remember he gave you that offer.
So December 1st to the 7th, we're going to
have
a free bagel with cream cheese or butter. Mention this podcast. Or Rocco's, December 1st or 7th. Free slice of pizza.
Take a ride.
Wingman's going to put it out there on
Bring
both
6
of
of your
websites.
friends. Get 6 bagels. There you go.
Let's thank Chef Lou for having us. I really appreciate it.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much.
It's
and for everything we do in the future, it's great. It's a great feeling. And if anybody needs anything, please don't hesitate to ask us, right?
Yep. ChefLou'sArmy.org. Check us out. You can ask for assistance. You can help provide assistance. You could volunteer We have golf outing coming up.
Golf outing's
so
great.
we're looking
Good time.
we're looking for sponsors there. It's at Manasquan River, and that's in April. We're going to be doing some disbursements for Christmas in Southern Ocean County, and Monmouth. That's where we hang out as an organization. The idea is if you hang out and take care of your backyard, if everyone took care of their backyard, it wouldn't be so bad.
But if someone needs something out of the area, during COVID, my wife sent a van out to Pennsylvania to a woman that was pregnant with 3 other kids with toilet paper and things, and we sent it, and we sent food and groceries, and I said, Monica, what are you doing? She said, the lady needs it.
Yeah, there's a lot of good then, and there's a lot of bad.
I want to mention also Christmas time. Stephen Levine's family and myself, we've been doing it for 20 years together. We feed families. Please, if anybody needs a dinner, and we don't just feed a family, we bring full gifts per children. Last year, I think we did 65 families with the help of Long Branch Fire Department gives us their building to sort the toys. It's not for any of my businesses. It's for the Levine family and my family to just help someone that needs it. So we did 65 families last year. We go through, the Stone Pony gives us families that need help. Bradley Beach Police Department, Long Branch Police Department, Asbury Police.
The Army.
Anybody that needs us, reach out. We'll bring you a meal and all your toys and make Christmas for you guys. During 9/11, we were delivering to families in Rumson and Deal and people that lost these millionaires that couldn't supply a meal for themselves. We did it. So please don't hesitate to reach out to any of my companies or myself, Lou, and we'll have a great Christmas.
Hey, Chef Lou's Army is strong, and I thank you for being with us here today, Jeremy.
Thank you. Thanks for everything.
We'll see you guys next week.
Thank you, Wingman, too.
Next week, we'll have a special guest. I believe next week is James Costello from Ohana.
Great company.
So,
good guy.
He has Ohana Food Truck. He's part of the Army as well. So, and we have a lot of special guests coming up that you'll love to hear their story. So thanks for just talking.
Thank you, guys.
Take care.